Gas Guzzlers Car Carnage Review by Dark Angel. Game brought to you by Gamepires. Now during this review I'm going to show you a little bit of how the game works. You'll notice I took the liberty of showing you all my settings. This game is running on a relatively high rig, so I was able to give you the best quality here for this review so that you can see exactly what's the ultimate this game can put out. Now, since this review, the developers have put out a patch, which I have a small clip of in the second part of this review here, and they addressed a lot of the different shortcomings that people throughout the community and me myself as a reviewer pointed out to them. But I'll more on that later. So here you're going to see I'm in the screen where there's customization. And I've sped up a lot of this video. I've done that so that you can see a lot of different things at once, but not have to take too much time for any one thing, as I'm guessing you probably would just want to go ahead and do this hands-on anyways. Here you see me going through and editing a few things here on this car to make it my own. A little bit of flames. I chose a car that had a nice blower on it, lots of power behind it, and some strengthening upgrades. So here you're going to see the beginning of a race. And this program, or this game, does a lot in the way of racing. I'm not normally a fan of racing. You know, I'm one of those gamers who loves destruction. I know there are a few of you like me. You know, the thoughts of rockets streaming through the air to your target, ending in a satisfying explosion that dazzles the eyes. You know, it really, that's what gets you. And so, you know, I have good news. As you're watching here, you know, it's a really fast game. You're racing, of course. And the cars feel like a car. You know, it's not too arcadey, but it's arcadey enough to really let you have fun with your weapons and not have to worry 100% about how your car is handling. So you notice me shooting off a bunch of rockets, and those explosions are having effects on that car even if you don't hit it. You know, there is a bit of splash damage and physical effects when you hit near a car. That blast shockwave is actually going to push the car a bit. So, some of you I know are probably already smiling. That's just because you get good things when you have high-powered vehicles put together with weapons. There's just no way around it. I mean, the joke's always if you give someone a tool and you give them an environment to play in, they're going to choose the violent and fun, crazy options. They're not going to always, or usually they're not going to just sit back and, you know, enjoy the scenery. I slowed this part down so you could just see how beautiful those explosions are as you pepper an area with missiles, which is one of the upgrades there, and get some good direct hits. You notice I'm doing a little bit of drifting on that corner to try to get a better angle on the corner and some good shots off on those in front of me. Also, that car was a little bit low, so as I was coming over, since he was lower, my missiles didn't quite have the time to get the correct altitude, and I missed the car a couple times there. You know, this game really makes it hard to be bored, because just when you think you might have gotten a course down, or you know, you understand some of the shortcuts and this and that, you know, your opponents are what make that course fun. And especially with the multiplayer aspect of this game, you can expect a lot of replayability between customizing cars and figuring out which cars you like with which configurations. Now you see, even with a extremely souped up car there, I wasn't first. You know, I'm not an amazing racer, but you know, the power allowed me to go ahead and do some things. Had I been a little bit better at my racing, I probably would have been able to eke that out, or if I'd taken out my enemies a bit better. Now in this clip, you'll notice I have a different car, and this is actually from the updated patched version. This demo is available out in a bunch of different areas, and so for this clip I've gone with a little bit more conservative weapon loadout, if I remember correctly, and I'm showing a bit of the real-time racing here. I will speed it up and slow it down a couple times to point things out and get through the race so you guys can enjoy it. But this is the green light NVIDIA car, which is really cool. Nice little rice burning style car with a wing on the back. And so, you know, I've been very pleased with what I've seen in this game. there's a lot of promise, and there's a lot of things that, when someone tells you about this game, you go, oh, that has a lot of promise, a lot of cool things, but did they do it well? And I think that slow motion clip just shows you that they've done it very, very well. Landed a really nice missile impact on that vehicle there, and they did. They continue to listen to the gaming community. They give you all the stuff that you want out of a combative racer. All the things that my original review would have pointed out could be improved. They've improved with this patch. There's very few things that you could add. Now, do I think that they're done with the game? No, by no means. They'll continue updating it and working on it, and they strive for a level of perfection, which is great. I wish more developers would do that. The game also has a really cool sense of humor, something which they infused in the game, being true gamers themselves. They brought in some voices for Duke Nukem style voice and a few different announcers that you can choose from. And so you'll see with a lot of this gaming footage, I'm speeding it up so you can see through it, but you can't just pedal the metal it. There's quite a few times here where I was taking more of an arcadey feel to my driving, and it punishes you for it. You hit up against the guardrails. You don't get that good racing line that you really should be striving for to win. So yet again, in this clip, I'm not going to probably be out on top, if I remember correctly, and there you go. So this just goes to show that the game uses its physics correctly, and it takes into account everything. And there are a few recommendations I have for the developers, but I'm hoping to get an interview to talk about what they see for the future of this and what they'd like to see, what they're moving on to next. So thank you very much for watching this review. I hope that you liked it, and subscribe and share, and let's try to get this game on Greenlight.